All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving our praise, honor, and glory. Nuti Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. I'd like to give double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who I learned this truth from, and I'd like to say peace and salutations unto the hopefully elect. And today, this is the brother Yahweh from the GMS Detroit camp, and as you can see, he's back again with more madness. And as you can see, the title of his video says, The Dietary Laws, Deeper Understanding. So clearly he goes into, more madness as usual. But, I just felt it necessary to go into, this particular video because, man, this dude, man, this dude is clearly going off, man. And, man, it just get worse, man. It just get worse. So I'm going to play this video. Then I'm going to interject into, pretty much the madness that he's spewing, man. So, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying and straight to the point.
Shalom, 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 Israel. First up, giving all praises to Yahweh Bashem Mashiach Yahweh Shai. Bashem Karkadash, all praises due. Peace and salutations to the royal house of David. I'd like to take this time to thank all of you for your happy Father's Day wishes yesterday. If I hadn't got a chance to reply to you, it's just because there was so many. It's easier for me to do it via video, to just show my appreciation and send out love to each and every one of you that thought of me, text me, call me, message me on Messenger. I just want to let you know that I appreciate it and the water for that. Feeling a little better. I've been sick for the last 2 weeks, but coming out of it now. I've been hacking and coughing, getting this phlegm out. Whatever it is that this damn cracker done put out here, man, I don't know what it is, but I just be so glad when it's over, we get the fuck out of here. But y'all know we still here in captivity physically. All praises though that our minds and
then you heard what he said. You said we're still here physically, but you said that our captivity was over. Fucking retard.
Spirits are not bound. All right, so first we get out. All right, with that, the Bible says a man thinketh so is he. So your way of thinking got to change. All right, and stay changed. No slipping back, no reverting back. I don't care what it look like, how bad it get. All right, all this is training. All right, so that when we get out of here, your mind will be strong enough to handle what's coming. Because it ain't, don't think that when we get out of here it's over, because it's not, man. It's going to get a lot harder. Only good thing is we're going to be together and we'll be able to go through it together. But like I say, when we get out of here, it's going to be us and only us against everybody. All right.
Where the fuck does it say that in the scriptures? What do you mean it ain't over? It clearly says once, Yahweh Shah comes back and delivers the elect, pretty much that's going to be, the beginning of the kingdom of heaven, man. Clearly says that the elect are going to come down and put the other nations in subjection, starting with the elites of the nation of Edom. They're going to be taken into captivity. What the fuck are you talking about? It clearly says we're going to be changed, man. The elect are going to be changed in the twinkling of an eye, man. They're going to have the new bodies. They're going to have spiritual power. So what the fuck do you mean it's going to be harder, nigga? Man, this dude is retarded. And then the people that follow him are even dumber. I don't give a shit, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, if there are any sincere brothers and sisters that follow this man, y'all better quit following him. Because this man is going to lead you to death, man. This man is on the highway. Like AC/DC, the highway to hell. Well, shit, he's not literally going to hell, but man, this man is going to be destroyed because he's teaching false doctrine. He's leading, his congregation astray, But hey, that's on him. But that's not even, the main focus of this video.
I want to do a lesson today on the truth as far as the dietary law, because
Now, what truth is there to the dietary
this is
law? I
something that
mean, it's
came
simple.
across me.
Slacky is simple. It's really simple. Because I don't understand what truth it is behind it. Now he's about to go into another false book. I don't know which one of these books it is, because it's certain books, because I did watch some of this video before, and it's another false book. I don't even remember the name because it's not in the scriptures, man. So he's going to other these, false books, false philosophies, man, pretty much trying to justify eating unclean foods.
By one of the brothers, brother Yahak, Shalom Ak. He sent me something that, man, I've been chewing on for a couple of days. That plus some other things, but this really put things in perspective about the dietary law, and I want to share it with you because it's going to show you the fallacy and the idiocracy of these stupid ass Pharisees, how dumb they really are.
And again, anytime he mentions the Pharisees, he's talking about Great Millstone in particular. Now, you call us Pharisees, but all of the Pharisees were not wicked. If anything, you're upset because you're being rebuked because you know you're wrong, but you don't want to be wrong. It's like anything this man says to try to insult someone else, he's really saying about himself. But let's continue.
And I've touched on this before, right? I've touched on this before as far as the dietary laws being, eliminated, as far as you can eat what you want and all of that, right? But
where's that in the scriptures? Where does it say that the dietary law was done away with? Please tell me. Because nowhere in the scriptures does it say that the dietary laws were done away with. If that's the case, then why were they written to begin with? Like, it doesn't make sense. Why would the Lord give Moses, the commandments, the first 5 books of Torah, Deuteronomy, Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy, which make up the Torah. But why would he give Moses, the laws to give to the children of Israel just to, pretty much, what? No, you guys don't have to do that anymore. That doesn't make sense. There's a dietary law in place for a reason, and it tells us the clean and unclean animals that we can and cannot eat. What you talking about, the truth behind that? There's no truth. It's simple. There's animals you can eat. There's animals that you cannot eat. The animals that you cannot eat them for a reason, because every animal serves a specific purpose on this earth, man. The unclean animals, most of them are scavengers, so you cannot eat them. That's what their job is on the earth, to keep the earth clean, man. But again, this man just wants to justify eating pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, and any other abominable food, And this is why the Lord is going to destroy this man.
this goes even deeper. It was never what we thought, even me. Now, I have heard of what I'm going to read you before. I just never knew where it was. But all praises through the Spirit. The brothers are going through these lost books, and they getting everything that I wasn't able to get. Because y'all know I've been...
Lost books? You mean false books?
Doing this for a long time, but the word is so vast that there's no way to absorb it all. Needs a bunch of eyes, a bunch of ears to read, and now I got brothers sending me stuff left and right, stuff that I've never even ran across, because y'all see how long I've been doing this, and I ain't even scratched the surface of this word. So I want to share with y'all today this this passage that he sent me. and show you why the dietary law wasn't what
All right, so I'm just gonna kind of skip through this, man, cause I ain't really talking about nothing right now. Just want to get straight to it. Here we go. We're gonna start right here. And then I'm also playing this on my other phone, so Slacky, bear with me. I'm gonna start right here.
the law's books, all right? And this is the general epistle of Barnabas, all right?
And that's the book that he's about to read. The General Epistle of Barnabas, which I've never heard of. You know why I haven't heard of it? Because it's a false book. Just like the Gospel of Judas that this man brought out about a month or two ago. It's false, man. It's false. We ain't supposed to be reading them books because it's not in the scriptures. If it's not in the Old Testament, the New Testament, or the Apocrypha, leave it alone.
General epistle of Barnabas. So I want to read from the 9th chapter. The 9th chapter.
And then Salakia as well. He's also teaching with a hat on, man. Like, come on, bro. Says if you prophesy, you're not supposed to have your head covered. A man, roughly paraphrasing, a man is supposed to have his head covered when he prophesies or prays, But clearly he has on the goddamn fitted cap.
Starting at verse 1. So, what it says is, and y'all can look these up, man. These are, all you gotta do is go on Google and punch in the Lost Books of the Bible by Rutherford H. Platt. All right, the General Epistle of Barnabas, chapter 9, right? Verse 1 reads, well, I'm going to give the little, intro. It says, the General Epistle of Barnabas, chapter 9, Lost Books, that commands of Moses concerning clean and unclean beasts were all designed for a spiritual signification. So, when you read Leviticus, when you read the dietary laws, don't eat this, don't eat that, it was all spiritual, man. All right? But it got contaminated.
That's wrong. That's clearly wrong. It clearly says they were not supposed to eat clean and unclean foods, and that's not spiritual, it's literal. So don't believe that madness. The laws that are written, or the dietary laws that are written in Leviticus chapter 11, the same thing is reiterated in Deuteronomy chapter 14. Those are literal, not spiritual. You are not supposed to eat those. It lists the animals that you can and cannot eat, man. But again, he's going into a false book, again, to justify eating unclean foods. You clearly heard him say that the dietary laws were done away with, right?
Because the dumbass Pharisees, even back then, they didn't have it right either. Okay? The Most High wasn't talking about you physically eating it. I'm going to prove it to you.
Yes, he was.
Verse 1. But why did Moses say, all right, ye shall not eat of the swine, neither the eagle or the hawk, nor the crow, nor any fish that has not a scale upon it? All right? This is what it says. It starts off asking a question. But why did Moses say this? Okay? Barnabas about to break this shit down. And Barnabas and Paul were like that, right? So, their ministry was almost synonymous, all right, in their teachings, all right. Uh, 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 they was even locked up together, all right. So, of course, Barnabas's ministry is going to mirror the Apostle Paul's, right? So he said, but why, right? Why did the Most High say, you shall not eat of the swine, neither the eagle or the hawk, nor the crow, nor any fish that has not a scale upon it?
So let's just go into it, man, because I'm getting irritated just listening to this madness all over again. So I'm just going to start in the book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 11. And it says, for this cause Yahweh shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie. And indeed, this man is under a strong delusion because he believes a lie. You know, talking about the fucking general epistle of Barnabas. What fucking book is that, bro? It's a false book written by somebody else. You know, it wasn't written by one of the prophets. So that book should be thrown out. So let's just get right into it, bro. Because this dude doesn't know what he's talking about. Well, why does it say you can't eat this and this? It's written in Leviticus, idiot, and Deuteronomy. Let's get it. Leviticus chapter 11, and it clearly says, the headline reads, laws about animals for food. Leviticus chapter 11, verse 1, and it says, and the Lord spake unto Moses and to Aaron, saying unto them, speak unto the children of Israel, saying, these are the beasts which ye shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth. Whatsoever parteth the hoof, and is cloven-footed, and cheweth the cud, among the beasts shall ye eat. So any animal that, you know, is that sluggy, that parteth the hoof, so you know, an animal that has hooves, that's parted, you know, that is cloven-footed, and that cheweth the cud, meaning, you know, it eats grass, greenery. You know, we can eat those animals, you know, that what it just described, right? Verse 4, nevertheless, these shall ye not eat of them that chew the cud, or of them that divideth the hoof, as the camel, because he cheweth the cud, but he divideth not the hoof, he is unclean unto you. And the coney, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof, he is unclean to you. And the hare, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof, he is unclean to you. Verse 7, this is one of the main points, because you niggas just can't let the swine go, man. Verse 7, and it says, and the swine, though he divideth the hoof, and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you. A pig will eat anything you put in front of it, man. This is why they're called the garbage disposals of the earth. Pigs will eat anything. That's their job on this earth, to keep the earth clean, man. You know, it's the reason why we're just going to go into in the next couple of verses, you know, shrimp, crab, lobsters, you know, bottom feeders in general, their job is to keep, you know, the rivers, you know, the oceans and the lakes clean, man. But yet you niggas think, you know, eating shellfish is a delicacy. It's not. It's disgusting. Verse 8, it says, of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch. They are unclean to you. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters. Whatsoever hath fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers shall ye eat. And all that have not fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of anything which is in the waters, shall be an abomination unto you. They shall be even an abomination unto you, and ye shall not eat of their flesh, but ye shall have their carcasses in abomination. Whatsoever hath no fins or scales in the waters, shall be an abomination unto you. So anything in the waters that does not have fins or scales, you cannot eat. You know, as long as that fish has fins and scales, you can eat it. Just like the beasts of the earth, as long as it is cloven-footed, It divideth the hoof and cheweth the cud. You can eat it, you know. And that's going to go to the birds. And as it says, avoid the unclean. Verse 13 says, and these are they which ye shall have an abomination among the fowls. They shall not be eaten. They are an abomination. The eagle, which he mentions, and the ostrich, and the osprey, and the vulture, and the kite after his kind, every raven after his kind, and the owl, and the nighthawk, and the cuckoo, and the hawk after his kind, and the little owl, and the cormorant, and the great owl, and the swan, and the pelican, and the gier eagle, and the stork, and the heron after her kind, and the lapwing, and the bat, you know, all fowls that creep, going upon all four, shall be an abomination unto you. Yet these may ye eat of every flying, creeping thing that goeth upon all four, which have legs above their feet, and leap withal upon the earth. Even these of them ye may eat, the locust after his kind, and the bald locust after his kind, and the beetle after his kind, and the grasshopper after his kind. But all other creeping things which have 4 feet ye shall have, Slakia, shall be an abomination unto you. So pretty much it tells you, you know, the clean and unclean animals that you can and cannot eat, man. The same thing is reiterated in Deuteronomy chapter 14, you know. But again, this man is trying to justify eating pork, you know, by saying the law is done away with, which he brought this out. I'm not even going to play this whole video no more, man. Well, not the whole video, but pretty much, you know, what he said, you know, because again, this dude is crazy. Because he quoted this the book of Mark chapter 7 at verse 15, and it says, there is nothing without a man that entering into him can defile him, but the things which come out of him, those are the things that can defile the man. So pretty much he's saying, you know, he's using this scripture to say, oh, well, you can eat anything, man. It's not what goes into you, it's what comes out, you know, which is BS. You know, you're not supposed to eat, you know, pork or any unclean thing that's written in Leviticus and Deuteronomy, man. You're not supposed to eat it. It's plain and simple. It's not spiritual. It's literal, you know. So this, I'm telling you, man, this man is, man, oh man, this dude just don't know he got a serious judgment coming, you know. So Slakia. All right, this is the book of Titus, chapter 1 and verse 10. And I'm going to end it on this, man. It says, for there are many Slakia. This is Titus 1 and 10. For there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, especially they of the circumcision, those that know that they're Israelites, man. And obviously this man knows. He thinks he's King David, but that is far from the truth, you know. Verse 11, it says, whose mouths must be stopped, who subvert whole households, it's like who subvert whole houses, teaching things which they ought not, for filthy lucre's sake, you know. And I'm not sure if this man is, you know, getting money from his congregation, but indeed he is teaching things that he should not be teaching, you know, which is the dietary laws are done away with. They're spiritual, reading from a false book, man. That's not true. The dietary laws are not spiritual. They are literal and physical, you know. So the animals that are written, that are clean, we can eat. The animals that are listed as unclean, we cannot eat for a reason. You know, they are unclean for a reason, you know, because they are, you know, the garbage men of the earth. You know, that's their job. That's what they do. They keep the earth clean. You know, same with, you know, bottom feeders and the waters, man. They keep the waters clean. That is why they are unclean, because they eat unclean things, man. You know, so that's pretty much it. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I'd like to give double honors unto the apostles and the elders of great millstone who I learned this truth from. And I'd like to say peace and salutations unto the hopefully elect. Till the next time I say